Welcome back to Broken Bobby's transformation page. In the late 80s, I became involved with drugs and would eventually become part of that lifestyle of trafficking, addiction, and violence. Over the next 20 years, I would be in and out of jail and prison. If you're thinking about trying something or you're dealing with addiction, your life don't need to go down the same path mine did. I hurt a lot of people, both physically and emotionally. These are my stories of how I transformed my life, and you can too. Let's get. All right, guys. So, as you can see by the thumbnail, this is new law on felons with firearms. Uh, First, before I get started on this, I want to give a shout out to everybody that participated in the live earlier tonight. That was off the hook. Like the comments were jamming, and it was good stuff. So, shout out to everybody that participated in that. As you can see, I did shave the head. It's starting to warm up, and all that hair is just too damn hot for me. So, but let's get into this video. So, a Ninth Circuit panel Thursday ruled that a blanket prohibition on convicted felons possessing firearms violates their Second Amendment rights. So, what does this mean? And let's get into this. Now, this is going to be for nonviolent offenders only. And what it looks like is this is going to be judged on a case-by-case scenario. It's not just a blanket statement, and I'm sure there will be a lot of people that will appeal the ruling and try to keep, firearms out of the hands of convicted felons. If you are new to the channel, subscribe, smash that like button, drop a comment, and share the video. It's helping us to grow. We are a sub or two away from 1,200 subscribers. I can't believe how we're growing. So thank you guys for that. Also, you can join the channel. There are memberships available. And with these memberships, there's going to be perks, such as loyalty badges that will pop up in the lives and in the comments that give your comment a priority. That live that we were on earlier, those comments were flowing and I missed some. And I apologize if I missed anyone's comment, but if you join, your comments will be pinned and I definitely won't miss them. So check that out. So back to this, the new law on felons with firearms. So it looks like not all felons are going to be able to restore their Second Amendment rights, which is the right to possess protection, basically. I'm trying to stay away from that word because YouTube don't like it, but basically, if you were convicted of a felony the way that it was prior, all your firearm rights are gone. And now, I don't know if that's fair. I mean, there's some people that have been convicted of felonies that probably should never possess firearms again. But for those who served out their sentence, including parole or probation, you can now apply for the, to get a gun permit and be able to possess one. And I think that personally, okay, here's my opinion on this. I think let's use me as an example. If me being a convicted felon, I'm not able to legally possess those things. But now, hypothetically, would I possess those things to be able to protect my family? And, where's the accountability if hypothetically I were to obtain one illegally? Now, by doing this on a case-by-case basis, if I were to file for a permit and obtain one legally, then everything is registered with the state or the feds or however that works. And, excuse me, in the event that I were to have to use it, it's
traceable back to me. So I think in a way, this law is great because if felons are out there running around with these things, wouldn't you rather them be running around with something that's registered to them? That way it's traceable. Because most of, I don't want to say I know a bunch of people that are running around with these, but, there's a lot of people out there that are felons that are in possession. And, they're still living that criminal lifestyle and, they'd rather be caught with it than without, right? So, what do you guys think, though? Do you think that felons should be able to possess firearms legally? Do you think that it's a good idea? Drop a comment and let me know your opinion. Usually I tend to ride the fence on these things, but I feel kind of strongly on this one. And if I'm able to possess one legally, then that's probably what I'm going to do for home defense. Like, I wouldn't be out running around with it in the streets or anything, but it would be nice to be able to legally protect my home if I needed to. So that's my opinion on it. Like I said, what do you guys think? Drop a comment and let me know. If you think that they're crazy for doing this, then drop a comment and say so. There's no wrong answers on this. So it's just trying to get an idea of what, everybody thinks. And like I said, the thing is, they're going to be looking at these on a case by case basis. So just because you're a convicted felon that didn't have a violent felony, rather, doesn't necessarily mean that you would qualify to get one of these permits. But, like I said, the thing is, there's a lot of people that are convicted of felonies that still have them. And if, heaven forbid they use it, there's no way of tracing it back to them. And they'll just get rid of it. I grew up in the streets. I know how this stuff goes. I don't have any firsthand information on, stuff like that. But like I said, I grew up in the streets and I know how it goes. If everybody were running around with a legal piece, chances are they'd be a lot more hesitant to use it because now it's traceable and it could come back to bite them, regardless, it's going to come back to bite them. But I would think somebody would be a lot more cautious if the firearm that they have is registered in their name. It's just like when people go to hit a lick in the streets, they don't go in the Toyota sitting in the driveway that's registered in their name. Like, a lot of times it's with a stolen car or something. Therefore it's harder to be held accountable because even if somebody gets a license plate number, it's not your license plate number. Whereas if you make it legal and everyone's able to, well, not everyone, but certain individuals are able to possess them legally, then they're going to really think twice. And plus, with California in particular, like, you have to go through training classes and how you're supposed to handle the tool. So I think that people would be safer. There'd be a lot more safety involved in people that do possess them. So that's my take on the topic. Like I said, drop a comment down below and tell me what you think. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you enjoy this sort of content, then hit that like button. If you don't like this sort of content, hit the thumbs down. But either way, drop a comment and let me know what you think on this issue. Also, share the video. If you think somebody might enjoy this sort of content, share the video to them so they can be made aware of the channel. I appreciate that. Also, like I said, you can become a member. You hit that join button. I think they start at like $2.99 a month. And we're going to be doing some t-shirt giveaways once we're able to start producing some. There's cost involved with that, so I'm working on getting that up and running, but it's kind of slow at this point, but we will get there. So that's my take on the new laws for felons with firearms. Like I said, tell me what you think. Family, fitness, and freedom are the things that delivered me from being in that street life and being a career criminal and addiction. And it can help you as well. So don't look at the mountain, just start climbing.